Hello everybody. This is my first video on this channel, which is definitely an interesting milestone given the modern state of this website as of recording this in December 2025. So it begs the question, why am I doing this right now? With the surge of AI slop channels, people like Mr. Beast running their channels like a business, and all the rest of the things that I can't really say in a single sentence, why make a video that maybe only tens of people will see? The answer is pretty simple. To think aloud. To reconcile with my lack of understanding of the universe that I live in. There's something that I can't really stop thinking about that revolves around the environment I grew up in. I was in a pretty sheltered household, and I was only really able to see the world through one specific lens, one single perspective. And lately, I've been wanting to change that. Thus, I've created this channel, Armchair Ace. I never really grew up watching videos of this caliber because, as I mentioned, I grew up in a pretty sheltered household and I was never really allowed to watch gaming content. I never got the opportunity to see someone on the internet discuss their purest, raw thoughts and answer life questions for viewers who might be curious to hear the creator's perspective. I simply didn't grow up with that. Nonetheless, I still get an odd sense of nostalgia for something I'd never seen as a kid. A lot of my basic understanding of this genre of content comes from watching the weekly Slap channel by JSchlatt that I'd only found relatively recently. But I thought it was a pretty neat idea, so I decided to put my own spin on it. Instead of Call of Duty or first-person shooters, I'll be playing older and newer games from a pivotal franchise that shaped my life as a whole. Playing Ace Combat while talking about life is the premise of this channel. It's nearly impossible for one person to see life exactly as another person sees it. You can get somewhat close, but it's never going to be a true one-to-one experience. That's the beautiful thing about philosophy. Ideas can be put into practice, but they can also be adapted. Sometimes they just won't work, and it's up to us to determine why and to what extent the ideas do and don't work. Some of the things I'll probably mention down the line will be relevant to my own experiences. There's a myriad of different talking points stemming from verbal debates that I've listened to, concepts on reality coupled with human psychology, and casual conversations I've had with individuals that I consider close friends or family. All of which will be found here at some point in one way or another. If this sounds interesting to you, or if you just want to hear my thoughts on anything specifically, subscribe and let me know. I'd be more than happy to read any suggestions you leave. So if there's anything you should really take away from this introduction, it's that life in essence often leaves me very, very flummoxed. But the more I talk about it, the closer I get to making sense of it. Some things are probably akin to the ultimate answer, where I'm not allowed to understand what some things really mean. Somehow. Which is a really ironic thing to say, given the fact that we're living in the information age, where the entire world is at our fingertips. But, hey, that's neither here nor there. But anyway, I'd figured I'd give you this introduction to the Armchair Ace. I'm looking forward to seeing where this little project of mine goes, so thank you all for watching and for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.